Hello. I did not write anything down. So I did Marion Fairfax, mostly because I'm a fan of, like, the hardest thing to do is usually what I pick. So, which is why I'm a cinematographer. So Marion Fairfax, there was literally nothing about her. And I was like, yeah, like, okay, my undergrad's in journalism, like, I can figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out. So that's who I picked. And I went to the Margaret Herrick, I started early, because I knew myself. And I went to the Margaret Herrick Library and did so much research. But even at the Margaret Herrick Library, it was mostly about her husband, who was sort of a famous comedian. And so I sort of got the outline, and there were a few letters that led me down different paths, but I mostly had to research the men's lives in the letters to see where they overlapped with Marion's life. And I had to do a lot of extrapolating as far as what the industry was like. And so she's, back to Marion herself, she's fascinating to me because I am in physical production and because I do have a production company, and she started a production company in 1921, which at the time was probably not the smartest thing to do, because everyone who was doing well started in 1915 or earlier, and they were all sort of banding together at that point. And so then there was just Marion out there being like, well, I'm a very well-known screenwriter, I should be able to do fine. And one film sort of sunk her production company, because she trusted someone to do what she should have done on set, probably. Well, the cranking of a film was at the wrong speed. Anyway, but it took me like going down this crazy rabbit hole to figure out that that's sort of what happened. And even after that, she was getting letters from very famous filmmakers, because she was also plagued by an illness throughout her whole life that we don't know what it was. But she was often called on for her opinion on edits, on stories, to write different films, even after her production company tanked. But I found her really interesting because we often hear the stories of these great women, well, I mean, in our program, in the niche audience that we are. When you're looking up stories of women, you often see the stories that are like, and then she was really awesome and perfect, and if you try hard, you're gonna be awesome and perfect too. But I think sometimes it's important to be like, this woman tried, and yeah, her film tanked, and she got really sick, but like, she did it, right? So that's something that I found important about Marion Fairfax's story.